Hey, how you doing, guys? It's Richie. All right, back to Absolute Wonder Woman. This is issue number 11. Pretty cool looking cover. All right, Hayden Sherman again, and what's her name? Kelly Thompson writing. Like I keep saying, probably, well, definitely my favorite monthly right now. Sounds crazy to me because I've never bought Wonder Woman my whole life since I started buying books in the late 70s as a kid. So yeah, everything changes. Back to the maze, Area 41. Diana is tripping hard, and it's caused by the plants, if you remember from last issue. And she's scared she's going to hurt somebody who's innocent. She's going to kill somebody. But, so, being how she is, with always worrying about everybody other than herself, she decides to throw her axe down. What great looking eyes. And years ago, there was a tattooist named Joe Cabianco out of somewhere in New York, I believe. And he had this kind of style in tattooing. It's very distinctive. So she can't even speak to, create a spell. Her words come out garbled. She's over the edge. So she pulls out one of these flasks with her potions in it, and it helps her to see what's really going on. Womp. So she falls into the. She jumps over the side into that big hole, and boom, lands right into the flowers. And the professor's there. The other Amazon is there. So to the right and follow the edge of the wall, I'll be just behind you. And she's tripping, saying, I sees you. Now this creature right here, this like air elemental type creature, that's part of the trident that Clea, the mad Clea, is wielding. So back in time, it says before, the Wild Isle in hell. And is it He-Cat? I forget which god it is that she's always hanging around with. And they're trying to teach her. They're trying to get her to grow up to be this weapon. Because eventually they're going to want to use her to fight all the other Greek gods. Because they're evil, they're insane, they fight amongst each other constantly. If you've ever read any of that kind of stuff, mythology, you know. So she says, I know you don't like how I am, that I disappoint you. And the god says, no, that's not true. But I confess you do confound me. My disciples are more like me than you are. So they're sitting around talking. You did not seek me out, and we do not understand one another. Do not be sorry, princess, she apologizes. You are clever in a way that I am not. And the world is lucky for this, even if it means you will always confound me with your unexpected ways. Now, take your stone and use your magic on it. Make the Hydra love the stone. So she casts like a spell on the stone. The Hydra that's in the water, she's been battled and went back and forth. And then she tells her, throw it into the sea. And she goes, bring it back to me, but don't use magic. She goes, but the Hydra, she says, yes, the Hydra. So there's a little kid with a gigantic axe heading off to get the magic ball back from the Hydra that's lurking in the sea. Wait, and it's hours are going by, hours. Finally, she comes back with the ball. She goes, well done. Maybe you are a bit like me. So she turns right around. She puts it at its feet. Then she picks it back up. She says, where are you going? And she goes, the Hydra and I made a bargain. I let her keep my axe until I bring it back to her. And she says, confounding child. You said choose the right weapon. The right weapon was bargain. Smart kid. All right, back to Area 41 over here. She goes, what? Clea said she was an Amazon. That's all I know. So she's wondering what Diana's waking up and to this Amazon standing over her. And she tells her, I'm 10, and you are Diana, the daughter of Queen Hippolyta, the sister we all dreamed of. Oh, a miracle. So they're hugging each other. They're supposed, I guess they're sisters somehow, magically or whatever. I don't know. And, you know, they're excited to see each other because she's trying to find Amazons. And she tells her, you know, Circe is my mother. She trained me and this and that. And she goes, wow, I haven't been around in so long. So it turns out this Amazon fell in battle and awoke in this maze. So she tattooed the maze all over herself. You know, she said then when she came in, there was nobody. And then humans started coming in and other creatures started falling in. And they started capturing people. So she says, you know, take me to these people. And then we got this scene here where they walk into with all these people that this Amazon, you know, I guess kind of saved and made a community underground in this tunnel. And it's very, you know, reminds me of, what's his name? Jeff. Used to work with Frank Miller. Jeff Shaw. Is that it? Anyway, it's very detailed, very small, you know, Mobius type kind of stuff. Looks really good. Great coloring. And she tells her, you know, we've been digging. They're trying to dig their way out. And she said she failed like 5 or 6 times. But she also tells her, hey, we hit water once. So right away, Diana wants to see where that is, where the water is. So already she's planning in her head how to get out of there. I have an exit, but getting all of us to the exit without Clea picking us off is going to be tricky. Is the ground lower here? She goes, yeah, we're close to where the seawater began coming in. We have to shore it up regularly or else it starts to flood. And she thinks to herself, an Amazon could survive this. 10 could have broken through and simply swum to her freedom. Instead, she stayed with these people for decades so as not to abandon them. And now we are back where we began, and they're standing around in the trippy flowers. So if you move too much, it releases gases that makes you trip. So they plan it out on her skin because she has the maze tattooed on her skin. She goes, you know this place? Yeah, it's nothing special. She says, it is now. It's our exit, and that's where they came in. Why doesn't Clea ever come down here? There was a beast down here. It killed everything she sent down. I tried to reason with it, but she had to kill it. So we continue the illusion that it lives, so she will leave us alone. So Clea is scared to come down through that hole to see what's going on down there because she thinks that beast is still down there. But 10 had killed it already. So Diana starts scheming, making a potion so she doesn't, the trippy flowers don't affect her anymore. And she needs a healing spell for her Ferdinand. And there's something else here, something sent in it. I think it's going to help us to all survive this. Well, everything you're saying is like the greatest news I've heard in several decades. What can I do to help? So she's getting ready to get out of here. She wants to get everybody together. She go to the point where she showed her, which is the entrance, how Diana got in. Look at these great panels. He does that a lot, man. It makes it really interesting. It makes it flow better. It makes it more interesting to look at than just a regular 3, 6, or however many panels. And she says, 10, if we do not meet again, tell Hippolyte, however you pronounce that, and my sisters I love them and will never stop searching. She goes, I know. So she calls out to that ghostly creature that's part of the trident. She goes, I am incomplete and cannot help you. And if I complete you, then we might have something, Diana of the Wild Isle. Do you know the truth of me? I believe I do. Pay attention. This is going to happen fast. So she leaps up. See that through there? She goes, hold on, Fernand. Boom. And there she jumps in. And there's Clea, the mad. What are you waiting for? She commands all her minions to kill her. And she's got, see the potion in her hand. Great coloring. Is this Dave Stewart coloring this? No, Jordan Belair. Still, he's good. If it's, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but they're known for doing good color work. She frees him, heals him. Can you move? I feel strong. So that's a yes. And that's when Clea attacks. Slashes her face with the trident. Both Ten and Ferdinand referred to Clea as mad. And she says, I'm counting on it. Here, you know what I like here? This is a detail. This is paying attention to detail. Whenever these boxes of Diana thinking to herself, there's always a Wonder Woman symbol, tiny in the corner, to let you know that that's Diana's thoughts. I thought that was really cool. And she says, Clea, you are a match for many things in this maze, but I am not one of them. And she's bleeding. Another great panel, man. I love this book. I really do. I look forward to this every month. I'm going to do every issue. I'm going to make vids of every issue. I think next we'll do one more issue of this run and then the annual. I gotta pull that one out. That was good. So she thinks to herself, I may have underestimated her strength. Boom. She clocks her. Back, punches her in the stomach. And she goes, I have an offer for you. She goes, where is my siren? And she stabs her. Now she wants that siren that Fernand was hauling around more than anything. So now it's back to the Huron. And there's the siren. They have her. They got her out of the maze. Now she's by Wonder Woman's property there. So they get her into the water to get her moving, to wake her up. And it says it worked. She's moving. Oh my God, look at her face. But then she transformed. Sirens are not good. In the old days, sailors believed that sirens would call out to sailors, put them in a trance, and their ships would smash the rocks out in the sea. So that's an old sailor's tale. I know you've been trapped in here. Wow, and she stabbed pretty good. But that's not an appropriate counteroffer. She pulls it out of herself and gets over it. She's tough. Great to offer you if you will only hear me out. But first, she throws the trident down. And then, boom, the spirit goes right into it. And now she has control of the trident. I forget whose trident it is, but it tells you next issue. It might have been Neptune's trident. And she goes, give me back my trident. She goes, oh, Clea, you're getting it back. Just not as you imagined. Great ending page. Great splat. Oh, man, that looks great. This guy really is good, man. He's got a fan for life. Unless he puts out something really stupid. But that looks great. This story is great. I love it. And that's Absolute Wonder Woman number 11. Next up will be number 12. I believe that's the end of this story arc, and then annual number 1. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.